Hey y'all, welcome to the Year in the Field show. My name's Anthony. This is my brother Matt.
What's up, everyone?
Appreciate you tuning in to the inaugural show here. This is the first one ever. First of probably at least 3,000, I'm thinking, before we retire. Who am I? My name's Anthony. Again, this is my brother Matthew. Matt, how long have you been my brother?
About 31 and a half years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I'm younger than you, right?
Oh yeah. Shit.
26 years.
However
trick
old
question.
However old you are, that's how.
If you guys like trick questions, boy, there's a lot of treats for you here. So, Matt, why do they give a fuck about you?
Well, I'm not sure they do, but I'm a musician. I'm a guitarist. I'm a podcaster. I do a lot of video work.
You're a podcaster?
I'm a podcaster. I'm on a show
now or before?
I'm a podcaster on this show, but I was already a podcaster.
What's that show
called? The Dark Side Podcast with myself and David Viano.
It's Dark Side with a C.
Dark with a C.
Gets me every time.
This is a comedy show. That's a comedy show too, except it's a little more dark.
A little more on the dark side.
It's a little more on the dark side, and it's more current events, and sometimes we cover news and things, but so why don't we talk about what the concept is for this show a little bit, lay it out for people what they can expect to hear. I know a lot of people tuning into this or downloading this podcast or watching us on YouTube are probably already familiar with you, perhaps under your former name, Tone Jordan.
Tone fucking Jordan.
Rest in peace to that Instagram account.
Yeah, Instagram refuses to let me maintain an alias, so now I'm under the name of Slamthony. Slamthony.
With an N after the M.
At Tone fucking Jordan got yeeted, then it was Camera Dad, and then Camera Dad got yeeted.
Rest in peace.
And now it's I just Slamthony went with that. You can find Matt on Instagram, Matt Elias Music.
Matt Elias Music.
Right, because you're a musician.
That's right. MattEliasmusic.com.
And then the Dark Side Podcast.
Also have that show.
Okay.
It's a music podcast.
You produce a lot of content.
I do a lot of shit.
Is this what you do?
Yeah.
We're in Matt's studio right now.
Dark Side Studio.
New office, new studio goofing.
Goofing.
So it's cool to be here. Cool to be in the first Year in the Field show.
Yeah.
So again, what the show is going to be about, it's going to be me and my brother discussing whatever the fuck
we feel like.
Right? And
these are brand new chairs too. I don't know how to sit in this thing comfortably yet.
It's kind of stiff. It's a little stiff.
It's not. It's better than like just a straight up metal chair like in a church basement because it's padded. But we'll figure it out.
I sat in a metal chair all weekend long.
You're in the field.
I was up in Erie, Pennsylvania. I felt like a prisoner up there. So I got there Thursday, and I left Sunday. When I got there Thursday, there was like 60-mile-an-hour winds. The rain was coming in literally sideways because of the 60-mile-an-hour winds. The hotel flooded and the power went out. It was me and 3,000 people at this convention center.
What kind of convention was it?
It was like a 12-step fucking motivational loser convention.
One thing people might like to know about both of us is that we are both recovering drug addicts. I am, and so are you. And we both utilize 12-step recovery and have been successfully for a number of years.
How long?
I have 12 years, coming up on 13.
Nice.
Yep. What about you?
Celebrated 9 this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I can't fucking believe it's been that long, to be honest with you.
I'm coming up on a decade.
I know, right?
I know.
You know what's funny is like my own clean time and stuff doesn't like hit me like how long it's been. But then when I hear like how long you have, it's like, Jesus Christ.
It's weird because my clean time hits me too.
Yeah.
I'm being serious though. When I hear you, it's like, yeah, he's got 12, 13 years, whatever, dude. But every time I celebrate, I'm like, dude, 9 fucking years.
Yeah.
You know?
So if there's one thing we can both agree on, it's that your life is more important than mine.
I think that's one thing we can all agree on, right? Anyways, but yeah, so you got clean when you were 18. I got clean when I was 17. A couple of youngsters. And we didn't grow up in the hood either, right?
Nope.
So a couple just standard middle class white family.
Just a couple of white heroin junkies. Before
just a couple of junkies, yeah.
Before heroin was cool.
What's interesting though is neither of our parents are junkies or drug addicts or struggle with addiction or anything like that.
Right.
And just somehow my blessed darling middle class parents gave birth to 2 fucking demon children that just had a suicide note written on them from birth.
Pretty much, yeah. I thought this was a funny show.
Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, suicide's in now.
You're in the field. It is though.
It is.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we got a little clean time. And that's what I like about the dark side too, is you kind of hit on that shit over there.
Yeah. Right. We talked about the opioid crisis and all that stuff, but in any case, this show, like what we were talking about before, when we were trying to figure out what kind of a show we wanted to do.
Right before the show.
Like 5 minutes ago.
It was like, hey, y'all, welcome to the Urn to Fill. And we stopped because we were like, what's it about?
What is this show?
What is it?
Yeah.
Right? So in your words, man, what is this going to be?
Well, it's first of all, it's kind of a gimmick because we're brothers. People want to hear like these 2 dudes are brothers. Like it just works better rather than just like these 2 dudes. Like me and Dave are just 2 dudes. But you and me are 2 dudes that are brothers. So I think that helps.
Right. Hey guys, I'm tight pants. This is long hair. My brother.
Tight pants and long hair. But my pants are also tight.
Tight pants, long hair.
Yeah. But anyway, the show is going to be a little more, at least as I see it, it's kind of your deal. But it's going to be a comedy show.
Actually, not necessarily. I don't know if I want to categorize it as a comedy show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to.
I mean, a lot of times we're going to talk about funny shit.
Because it's a lot of pressure to be a comedy show. You know what
There's
I mean?
pressure?
Yeah. It's like, he's a stand-up comedian. Tell me a fucking joke,
Well, I don't think it's like that.
It's going to be a show where we talk about whatever the fuck is going on.
Yep.
And it might be funny.
Okay. But it might not.
User beware.
So we're covered.
That's good.
Yeah.
Got the disclaimer.
You can be like, it might be good.
It might not.
Yeah.
At your own risk.
Pretty
as
much.
They say.
Yep. So I think we should introduce ourselves a little bit more. Like, who are you? What the fuck do you do? We've established we're in recovery. I'm a musician. You already have sort of a following.
A little bit. A little bit. Yeah. So what I do is how I make money is like 30 different ways, and I don't want to get into that right now. Right. It's most of it's through social media. A lot of it's through consulting work.
Right.
Maybe a different show we'll get into that just because I could explain it for hours.
Right.
But what my passion is basically just creating content. I used to stream on Twitch for a while there under the name of Tone fucking Jordan. A lot of what I would do would be streaming like Fortnite, right? Something I'm really passionate about right now is Fortnite. And I was on Tinder showing you guys how to pick up the babes.
So good.
Dude, I was telling the story about Allegra the other day.
Oh, Jesus.
To my buddy at the convention.
Yeah. You should just tell it.
So when I was
wait, so for people who didn't see it, exactly what were you doing?
Okay, so
on the stream.
So I'm live on Twitch, and I'm like a small. Let's see here on the video. I'd be like right down by Matt's elbow, small in the corner, and then here primarily was Tinder for desktop.
Right.
And I would have Twitch viewers send me their cell phone numbers and
create a burner account.
I'd put like all my pictures on there. I had a mustache at the time, so I was really trying to show that off.
Pornhub hat.
And I had a Pornhub bucket hat. I actually was gonna wear it today.
Yeah, but you forgot, or
but I was just really nervous, and I grabbed the thing I'm most comfortable in. So
fair enough.
I got I have feelings too. So actually,
okay.
Okay, to tell the truth, I had my bucket hat on. I was walking out of the house. My wife was like, "First show, bucket hat." I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, she's probably right. You could have gone with the dad hat though.
The dad hat. Yeah,
so you're on Tinder. You're swiping everybody, and you're just chatting them up. You're trying to.
So the name of the game was get as many numbers as possible, and I broke many terms of service doing this stream. Yeah. It's like first name, where they work, college, and then their fucking phone number. So
yeah, right. But we tried to work out a way to get the phone numbers.
Did my best. Matt was a moderator on it, and he would put like number alert when he felt like they were about to drop it, and I would like put it like
you take
over
it
here
off the screen. Yeah.
But so basically I was just on Tinder, and you just swipe right on every single person. What you do is you buy Super Tinder and then get unlimited likes and then boost in your area, or any area rather. I think I was in Seattle for this one, for this particular night. Just swipe 30-minute boost, boom. During 30 minutes, I'll just talk and hang out, chat, and then we reel some in, get some bites, and basically just start shooting shots. And the name of the game for me is just confidence. And all right, so we got like probably 50 matches. There's probably 110, 115 people watching. So quite the crowd for this one. And then, so, okay, the name of the game is No Girl is excluded from this. Everyone's fair game.
Right.
Everyone is fair game, right? So
the whole thing was just showing them how to get a number.
Right. Tinder. Which we did. We did a lot of. Maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Oh man, we could do it on this show.
My wife would be like, "How many did you get tonight?"
Yeah,
like 12. She's like, "Fuck yeah,
fuck yeah."
But anyways, so this one person came up and just immediate, just like, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Why?
So her name was Allegra, and
Saint Allegra,
and Allegra was in a wheelchair. In all of her pictures, except for the one
not just a regular wheelchair either, though.
Like
it's like
a
full on like Stephen Hawking
wrist controlled wheelchair. Actually, even the one that she was in a swimming pool in the picture, because the wheelchair was in the pool as well.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
I must have missed that.
She had. I doubt that she had her whole Stephen Hawking like electric chair in there, but there was legit like a black chair in the pool. She's probably in the shallow end, but
good for her. I would say that's a safe bet.
So I'm like, fuck, man, this is really gonna go here, So come in hot, like, hello, Allegra, or I don't even fucking remember what I said, but the same shit.
But here's the thing, though, that there was like a dilemma of should you even, because you didn't want to do it.
I did not.
You didn't want to do it.
My gut was saying,
everybody,
you're fucked up.
All the people in the chat were just like,
do it. So peer pressure.
Myself included, because I'm not going to lie, I wanted to see it.
Yep. And then I also want to put on a good show because I'm a people pleaser. Right. And
no, you know what the clincher was as far as like going ahead with it? I don't know if I'm the one that said it, but it was like, I probably was, but it was like, if you don't, because you've been not discriminating against anyone. You've just been trying.
It would be discrimination to not.
Yeah, right.
You're
going to leave her out because
that's fucked up.
She has a disability.
That's what it was. So I got guilt tripped into it. They were like, "That's fucked up for you to not talk to her." I thought everybody was included. I'm like, "Motherfucker! All right, what up, baby?"
Yeah.
So I came in hot, and then I started to get to talking to Allegra, and
oh man.
She's just your normal girl out there, just trying to find the one, and she mentioned that she was tired. She's tired. She's looking for something serious. She's tired of getting used by guys.
Has that happened?
Yeah, all the time.
She's like, that's all that's happened.
She said that's all that ever seems to be on Tinder is guys just looking for sex.
Blew my fucking mind. Who are these
fucking savage dudes coming over and smashing out Allegra in a wheelchair?
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, it looked like, now I don't know, and I'm not going to judge someone's medical situation based on like just pictures of them, but she probably had, I think, cerebral palsy, probably what it was.
To the extreme.
I mean, it's a disease that puts you in a wheelchair, and she had a speech impediment, which we'll get into.
Not like what's that kid? Little Walter White.
Walter Jr.
I mean,
yeah, right.
Like him, but incredibly more debilitated.
Right.
She was driving with her fingers. Right.
Right. Right. And she clearly had been in a wheelchair for a long time.
Right.
Mm-hmm. However, she was not. There was no like mental disability of any kind.
She was quick.
She was sharp.
She was there. We'll get there. So anyway, she's tired of just guys coming over and smashing her out and leaving, right? This highly debilitating. Like, someone's got to let him.
There's 100 people watching this when this happened.
So anyways, I'm like, wow, that's terrible, It's tragic. But anyway, she's looking for something serious, so I the name of the game is just getting the number, right?
Right.
And you can have your own opinion on that.
Too far to stop at this point.
It was fucking hilarious. I don't care.
It was.
Until So I got the number, right? Of course, she wants to talk. So I'm like, hey, baby.
She's texting
Yeah,
you.
so she starts texting me. I'm like, baby, let me just talk to you on the phone. Because at this point, I'm just so far into this. And I am...
Yeah.
I fall victim...
You didn't want to do that either.
Very heavily to peer pressure.
I'm going to be honest with you. You were like the one with a conscience in this scenario. It was...
At this point, I felt like I was the only one.
Everybody else was pushing, but... It got to anyway. Keep going. So you try to get her to call.
All right. So I'm like, baby, let me talk to you. Let me holler at you just for a minute.
To.
She said,
and that's where she says she has a speech impediment.
She said, I have a very heavy speach impediment. I don't know if you'll be able to understand me. I don't really like talking on the phone. Can we just text?
And then it was just like,
and I'm like, and then everybody's pressuring me. It's like, dude, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. I'm just like, fuck.
Yep.
So I'm like, baby, let me call you just for a minute.
I like this voice that you're using. Like, hey, baby. The fuckboy face. That was a pretty good one.
All right, so I call her on the phone. And
Did you tell the rest of the story with the fuckboy face on?
I don't know if I can. My conscience is grinding right now thinking about this.
Yeah.
I got to have my concerned face on for this because it's real.
Really? Because you've been smiling this whole time.
Because it's also funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I get her on the phone. She was very reluctant to not talk on the phone. And I'm like, no, come on. I got 120 people waiting to see this. You know?
Right.
Ring, 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 ring.
Dude, don't imitate her. Don't do it. But
I need you guys to know the level. I'm just going to say hello. And so this is not
making fun of her. Just do your best to sound like she sounded.
I'm just going to tell you guys what I heard. And you guys can just so you know, hello.
Right.
That was it.
Yeah. She was
able to talk. So that was the level we were working with.
But she was also, you're talking to her and she was texting you while she was talking.
She was, okay, so let me put it this way. She was extremely difficult to understand.
Right.
Extremely difficult to understand. A lot of her words sounded like the same. So there weren't many syllables, right? Just a lot of like droning on.
You couldn't understand her. She had a speech impediment that was pretty bad. Yeah. But she was texting you while she was talking.
So while we're talking on the phone, I'm like, I'm
drill.
sorry, I didn't get that, Allegra. And then she would text me. She would text me and she'd be like, she would text me like, LOL, like you sound so funny or whatever. And I feel fucking terrible.
Right.
Absolutely terrible. Right. And
right. And she's saying you're funny, like as in haha, you're funny.
Right.
Not like she sounds funny.
Let me explain something for anybody who's streamed or anybody who's not streamed. What the streamer sees on the computer. So I'll have Tinder right here, and then I have another monitor that has like the chat, right, where you can see the chat and everybody chatting in. You like respond to the chat. You would communicate with the chat. People watching the stream. That's what's cool about Twitch. Is you can watch TV with other people, right? You can have your dicks out with your friends and
the boys.
So let me just explain. While I'm getting the number in text, right? Chat's going crazy, right? Going nuts, off the fucking wall. Bing, 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 bing. Say this, say this, say this. You got to say this, you got to say this. This is it.
Yeah.
While I'm on the phone with her, just as this went on for 30, 45 minutes, chat just got real slow, right? Like nobody's really saying anything. But the amount of viewers stayed the same.
Right.
Which led me to believe
hold on, because it wasn't when this like silence in the chat happened when she called. As soon as the phone call started,
it kind of went radio silent.
Everybody was like, and here, this is one of the most, I've told this story before. And the thing that I always say is like, so, all right. Obviously, you didn't set out to make fun of anyone, and you weren't doing that. All you were doing was the same thing you were doing with everyone else, right?
Except, yes.
No, but hold on. So everybody encouraged. They were all. It was kind of like a mob effect, you know, like nobody feels any responsibility for anything. But here's the thing. There was like an atmosphere in this chat, and I've never seen anything like it. No, like everybody was like a part of this whole thing.
I feel it.
It
right
was
now.
like as if we all like. We all took part in this horrible thing that was done to another person, and everybody in the chat knew it, and you could tell.
Everybody did.
Nobody was talking, but nobody left. It was like everybody encouraged this. Everybody fucking wanted to see it just as much as everyone else. But then when it actually happened, nobody expected her to really call. I don't think I didn't think she was going to either. But you did have some fire pictures on your.
It's one of those things that's funny to think about.
Was like Chad or something.
Chad, yeah,
you were Chad.
It was Chad.
So
the name's Chad. I'd be like, you put out the name's Chad or something like that.
Yeah, but like, dude, it was
so the atmosphere in the chat. You can just hear
kill someone or something. It was
you
like
can
that.
just hear. You can just feel.
I'll never
this
forget that
insidious fucking thing that we all were a part of.
After a while, after the shock of her getting on the phone took over, this was crazy. Like, I or somebody else. It was probably me because I was moderating. It was real weird.
Just while I'm on the phone?
You're on the phone with her. You're talking. You're shocked. Everybody's shocked.
And I can't look at chat because I can't laugh.
You're on the phone.
I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
If I knew if somebody, because you guys are fucking hilarious. So if you were to say something that I thought was funny and I laugh, I'd never. So I just tuned you the fuck out, right? So I'm just talking to her.
So at some point, somebody said, like. I don't know, like, to say something to her. Somebody, like, I don't know if it was me or if it was somebody else, but as soon as that happened, like, the fucking floodgate opened. Like, everybody just started saying shit like...
They broke.
All
like, you broke the seal.
Because once one person did, it's like the mob effect. Once one person did it, it's like, well, it's no one's fault. You know? No responsibility.
So this was on the phone, and then somebody said, like... Hey, say some shit. And then everybody was like, all right.
Yeah, all at once. And then it started blowing up again.
It was insane.
It was so wild. But there was a good like 2 minutes or a minute or two because it was like a time consuming sort of a conversation because of, she just had a hard time like getting things out and stuff, and you were having a hard time
understanding. And I think that's when we all realized what we really got ourselves into.
Yeah.
When she had to text me while she was on the phone.
Right. But as soon as the phone rang, we
my heart dropped, and I'm like, I could not believe that she fucking called.
I know, right? But it was just so fucked up because she was just into you, right? Based on the pictures, and like you had spent some time chatting her up before this, so she was like interested in you.
Yeah, I tell her I'm not about that savage life. I'm looking for something serious too. Tired of the games.
Yeah,
Chad. And but anyways, so we're trying to get off the phone with her, trying to figure out how I'm gonna get off the phone with her, and I say, hey, I actually gotta get going. My boss is calling me on my work phone.
Yeah, you did say something like that. Yeah.
Some bullshit. My boss is calling my work phone. I'm actually at work right now. Dogs gotta go outside.
There was a point that was in response to. I think it was probably me because there's just a bunch of fucking ravenous, bloodthirsty savages in this group or in your chat.
You were my voice of reason. And
basically it was like, abort, like get out. Like this is going too far. Cause she was trying to set up like a date with you and stuff and trying to get you to.
Let me put it this way. If I'm ever in a situation where Matt is my voice of reason and everybody else is savage, I really need to get closer to home. But anyways, so I'm trying to get off the phone. I say, hey baby, my boss is calling me or whatever. And, I got to get going. And what did she say to that, Matt?
I forget. I honestly don't remember what she said. But what'd she say?
She said,
"Don't imitate her, dude. Don't do it. Just say what she said."
She said, "Uh-huh."
Oh yeah.
said, "Uh-huh."
No, it wasn't to that.
Yes, it was. I said I got to get going. I got to get going. My boss is calling me. I really enjoyed talking to you. We'll talk soon. She said that to my exit.
She said it when you were... It was something about... No, damn it. No, it was. She was busting your balls. It was like... Remember? She was like being sassy.
I know. Because I said, don't sass me.
You said, don't sass me. Yeah.
And she fell in love.
Right.
When I said that.
It was you being dumb, though. It was something about you misreading one of her messages. And then she was like... It was something like that.
I thought it was to our exit.
No, it wasn't. It was her making fun of you for misreading something.
But anyways.
But that's when we realized, like, she's sharp. Like, she was...
Yeah, that's when we realized the head was...
She was quick, but she was like...
Can we talk about that for a second?
What?
Just, like, imagine... Like, there's a really awesome chick inside of there. Because she was kind of cool.
She was, yeah.
She made fun of me a little bit. She busted my balls.
Yes, she did. And you deserved it because you were like misreading some obvious
If anybody deserved it, if anybody deserves anything wrong.
In that scenario, yeah, you were being a jerk. But no, she, like, you did something, like, you misread something that was like an obvious mistake. And she was like, uh-huh.
And I was like, don't you sass me.
Yeah.
And then she started laughing.
Yeah. And then it was like, probably, that's when it was like, she probably fell in love with you at that point, because it's like, most people probably don't speak to her that way.
Nobody makes fun of the person in the wheelchair.
Right.
Or gives them sass.
Right.
But anyways, that's so fucked up, though.
It is,
There's
dude,
a really
seriously.
cool chick
Right.
that's stuck in a fucking wheelchair, mumble rapping to fucking dudes on Tinder.
Right.
It sucks.
They're fucking apparently they're all just
At least she's getting some dick, though. What the
True.
fuck?
That's
Holy
true.
shit.
That's true. You know that saying of like, no matter what a girl's situation is or what she looks like, there's a dude out there who's just like waiting in line, wanting to fuck her.
Someone's gonna fuck her. That is true.
Absolutely true.
That is true.
Absolutely true.
You see some of those people. You see some of those chicks at Walmart, and you're like, how do you have children? What savage fucked you?
There's always an answer to that question.
And he's usually like the next aisle over. You know, you're like, oh, it's that fucking guy.
Yeah, or the fuckboy look.
Damn, baby.
Oh my God. You know what's so funny is that's realistic. Like, I've seen multiple real humans with that same look on their face.
Yeah. Did you see that Chihuahua? That meme? The Chihuahua
the
that looks
dog
like
with
that.
the
They put
hat
that on.
and
I think Elon Musk tweeted it, actually.
Really?
He's fucking savage. He's the best.
He is.
Did you see that Elon Musk? He donated $1 million
That's awesome.
to that plant a tree campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trees.
I saw this one meme. Like when the top was when millionaires are having a donation off in your tree plant campaign. And then it was like the guy planting the trees, and he was like, fuck! Plant all this shit. Just one dude.
I didn't see that.
Fucking like 3 million trees. But anyways, so that was Allegra.
Yeah.
That's some of the shit we get into. I got into when I was streaming. Look forward to do it. I did it like 3 or 4 days a week. Got pretty intense. It kind of started to feel like work. You know what I mean?
The stream?
Streaming 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Five, sometimes, actually, for a while there, when I got real into it, I was trying to get the numbers up. I was streaming like every day, sometimes 4 or 5 hours. And that, I don't know, if you were a fan of the streams, I'm probably not going to be doing that again. That was pretty fucking intense. It just started to feel like work. Like, I got to stream tonight. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's not what I'm about. I don't want.
You didn't have to do it that way.
I didn't have to do
You're
it
just
that way.
driven. You wanted to turn it into something. Meanwhile, it's like you already have a
Motivated.
job.
Right.
Like you already get paid. So
Yeah, so I'll probably stream again. I mean, I have all the equipment. I might as well use it.
that's the beauty of a podcast is that like, I mean, it's going to be regular. It's going to be a weekly show, right?
Weekly. Oh yeah.
You want to do weekly? All right.
Yep.
So we'll do weekly, but it's not, you come in, you do the show and you do it.
Right.
And you're done. You know,
Right.
you put it out and there it is. People can listen to it. It's not like a requirement for you to be live and there like you are when you're streaming.
Right.
I used to stream too. I used to stream music. You know, I would play guitar and play songs and stuff for people on Twitch.
So you would just play live music. You played live music, right?
Yeah.
You would just play a show for hours.
Right.
It was badass.
I did. Honestly, I learned a lot. Or I got a lot out of doing that. So I did that for a long time, and I would do like, well, not a super long time. There's people who've been doing this for years, but I did it for pretty heavy for a few months, and I would do like 4 and 5 hours in a row.
There's other people that do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
There's competition there.
Oh yeah.
Seems like all there is on
Wow.
Twitch is video games.
Well, Twitch is mostly video games, but there is there's a creative section. All right. So another thing that I thought we could talk about, we can let people know that you and I both have had like 1,000 different jobs over the years, right? Before we landed on the stuff we're doing now.
Yeah, I hate working.
Like, yeah, it's not too good.
I have this complex where as soon as I like I'll get in a new job and I'll be like, this is fucking awesome. This is great. I'm going to be the best. And then like I learn how to do it, and then I do it for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm fucking bored.
Mm-hmm.
And then I usually quit.
So you've had like 1,000 jobs because of that.
And you have too, right?
I have too, but not because I guess I just did it for a long time. Like I'm nowhere near as prone to quit the jobs as like you are.
Yeah.
Right? I would waste 5 years of my life, which
You did that.
and that's how I'm older than you now. That's how that works. That's how that works.
The longest job I had was 1 year, pretty much exactly.
Which one was that?
That was at DirecTV.
Okay. You were a cable guy.
I was a cable guy.
Yeah.
It was my first blue collar job.
There are so many good fucking stories. I remember when you were working that job.
Can I
make a request? Dude, can you talk about the time where let me explain your job for you. Sorry, I'm just excited about this one story. You would go into people's houses and install satellite dishes, right?
Yep.
And run fucking cables all through their house and put in cable boxes and whatever.
Yep.
Now, there was one time where you were somewhere. Now, these aren't like nice neighborhoods a lot of the time that you're putting in satellite TV, okay? There was like a guy.
Never. It was never nice neighborhoods.
Never. Not usually, just never.
Well, actually, yeah, sometimes.
Okay. But there was one.
Those are their own nightmares.
And there's plenty of good stories you have, like the one where you fucking fell through the ceiling. But I want to.
She comes down. She's like, "Who's gonna pay for this?" I'm fucking bleeding like, on the ground, okay? Like quivering.
You weren't even up yet, and she said that.
Like I literally raked my shin down. Like I was in the attic.
Above her garage, right?
Keep in mind, I've been doing this a month. I learned how to carry a ladder 2 weeks ago.
Okay? Yeah, you weren't like
I'm not a qualified contractor.
You weren't a career guy.
I'm not a carpenter. So, anyways, I'm in an attic. You're supposed to step on the boards, right? So you step, or like the frame of the house. You step on that shit, and I just stepped on the drywall,
the rafters, the joists,
and you're supposed to step on the joists.
On the joists, yeah.
And I stepped on the drywall. You
stepped in the drywall by accident, I'm sure,
and on purpose because I didn't know. I didn't think about it.
Yeah, you were just trying to get your.
I guess
done.
It was an accident.
Yeah,
but I didn't know. No one ever trained me how to walk in an attic.
Fell through the fucking ceiling,
and I just fell straight through. And on the way down, my like shin, like, can you hear that? Just like.
Yeah,
and
right off of the joist, right?
Shredded, like just cut skin off me, and I'm literally like kind of gushing blood on the floor. There's blood on the floor, and this whole container.
Did you have shorts on or long pants?
Cargo shorts.
Okay, I was gonna say did it tear your pants, but no.
Yeah, right. I still have my hands up right now. I just realized that. I don't know what to do with my hands. So, anyways, so yeah, so she comes in, but this whole container of like picture frames fell with me.
Yeah.
Broke, made a loud noise. She walks in. Who's gonna pay for this? Right? I'm like, I'm still trying to catch my breath. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Hope you have homeowners insurance, bitch. Fucking suing you. Anyways, what's your request?
The request that was already a good one, but I want to hear the one. Bitch. I hope you can remember.
People suck.
Yeah, they do. Honestly, that's a big theme in my other show is how much people fucking suck. But anyways,
the dark side.
Yeah, the world is darkness. The one where you were like installing boxes in the house, and the guy's in the shower, and she goes through his phone and like catches him cheating on her, like while you're there, fucking flips out.
So I'm in.
Was there a kid? Was there a kid too?
No kid. Okay. All right. So I am
thank God.
East Liberty in Pittsburgh, where a lot of my installs were this week. Yeah. A lot of insters out there that week. And East Liberty is the hood, right? If you're not like selling drugs, you're on drugs. If you're not on drugs, you're just fucking insane. And so I'm in this house. It's like this little like it's kind of like this townhome type,
like a row house.
Yeah, literally, it was a row house. It was like an apartment complex. Definitely Section 8. Definitely. And like this entire like 3 mile radius of this place was like you'd hear gunshots and shit, right?
Right.
And all right, so I am installing in this house, and it is, oh dude, I just realized, okay, so this story is actually a little longer than I remember. So I go there, and to install DirecTV or to get your cable installed, like you have to have a TV there, right? You can't be like, it's gonna go there. Like I need the fucking TV. This isn't Comcast. Like I need to make sure the satellite has signal, and
TV
the worst
has to
job
be
in the
there.
world, dude. You have to have TV there. So she didn't have a TV, and she's like, I'll just run down to Walmart real quick and go get it, right? So I'm like,
holy
all right,
fuck.
Well, perfect. I'll just install, because there's two parts to the job. You have to install the satellite dish on the outside of the house, which is its own pain in the ass because you're usually like hanging off a ladder,
right? Dangerous
in the wind, yeah. And I don't know how to do any of that, so right. I'm just up there, just fucking like.
You just got a ladder like 2 weeks before this.
I had just walked up my first ladder. and learned how to carry it. And so she's like, all right, I'm just going to go get this TV real quick. I'm like, fantastic. I'll just install the satellite dish on the outside of the house, get that mounted, run the cables in. Boom. That's the first part of the job, getting the satellite on the outside of the house. Second part of the job, getting the boxes and the TVs where they go, getting them all lined up, getting them synced up, making sure they got their fucking football. Yeet the fuck out of there.
Football? Okay.
Typically, you can do this in an hour, right?
But it's never typical, is it?
Ever. Never. It's the worst job in the world. If you're thinking about becoming a cable technician or a satellite installation technician, just don't. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Wasn't going to.
For all you out there, don't
Listen
do
up,
it.
kids.
Don't do it. I'm still in groups on Facebook of cable technicians.
Holy fuck, really?
And they're just like, God, I fucking hate this job. It's like the car pay again. Yeah, AT&T's the devil. But anyways, AT&T owns DirecTV. But all right, so I'm like, all right, great. I'll install a satellite dish while you're gone. Boom, boom. When you come back with the new TV, I'll be ready to install the shit. So she takes 2 hours to get back. So I install everything, and then she takes 2 hours to come back with this new TV. And I'm trying to call. I'm blowing her the fuck up. I'm like, where's she at? Were you
just sitting there waiting like you were done and ready?
I was done. I was completely done. And then I wasted all the equipment and time. And you get paid per install. So
if you don't finish it, then
to rush.
You don't get paid.
And I had a really asshole boss. So if you don't finish, I'm not going to get more work the next day. So I got to finish this fucking job. There's just there's a lot of motivation to finish this job. So I'm trying to call her, blowing her up. She's not answering her fucking phone. She did answer, and she did the drug dealer thing where she's like, yeah, I just got it. I'm on my way.
Crossing the bridge.
Be there in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
45 minutes later, she's still not fucking there. And then her dude gets home. He's like, who the fuck are you?
Oh, he wasn't there before that?
No.
And has no idea, of course, that today's the
right. She never told him. Of course, yeah.
You're just in his guy's house, and you have nothing to do. It's
sitting on his couch.
It's not like you were on the couch.
Sitting on his couch. Comes in. Yeah, I'm just sitting there
chilling. Did you have a uniform at least?
I had a blue polo on that was tucked into my cargo.
No patch on it or anything. No name tag.
Nope.
Oh my god.
I'm just some fucking guy sitting in this already pissed off dude because I don't know. Because he lives in East Liberty. I don't know.
And that's his girl.
So anyway, so he comes in, he's like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, oh, whoa. Satellite technician. DirecTV. Right? See but I had an unmarked truck. I use your own truck.
Driving your own fucking
my own
vehicle,
truck.
which you had to install ladder racks on.
Yeah. $600.
Still have, yeah.
Still have that. I sold him.
Oh, you sold him? That's good.
But anyways, so he comes home, he's all pissed off. He's like, all right, man, my bad. Let me try and call her, see where she's at.
Oh, he cooled off. At least he was all right.
He cooled off, yeah, for sure. He was chill the whole time, actually. Except when we walked in, he's like, who the fuck are you?
That's how he said it?
Which is understandable because I was in his house, on his couch. Like, I had my feet up. Were you
watching TV?
There was no TV.
Oh, I didn't know if you had the other TV hook. Oh, there was just one TV.
There's just one TV.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. This lady was getting TV put in, but you didn't have any TV.
No TV. She had to go buy it. Which I'm not 100%. So anyway, she gets back. She looks like she kind of stole it. I don't know how she got this fucking TV, but it took her a long time. And there was some shady shit going on.
Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah. She comes back with this probably stolen TV.
Brand new box.
You and the boyfriend you're cool now. You're buddies.
Yeah.
Since you comes in. Did you have your feet up? You said you had your feet up.
I had my feet resting off of the arm, so my shoes weren't on the couch, but I was straight horizontal,
so you were
bro.
Sideways
I was just chilling
on the couch.
I was straight fucking. I was there for 2 hours. I was fucking so bored.
The guy comes in his house and you're just.
I'm just sitting on his fucking couch. Who the fuck are you? Whoa.
I never even heard this part of this.
So So he's like, all right, man, I'm chill. You need a drink or something? I'm like, no, I don't want anything out of your faucet. And
because you have this fucking phobia of sink water.
I do. Yeah, because
your teeth are gonna rot.
Anyway, why? Because I don't drink fountain water.
The fluoride. There's fluoride in it.
In what?
In city water. And water that comes out of the tap, they put fluoride in it.
Yeah, I don't drink it.
I know.
So I'll get my teeth will rot?
Yeah.
Because I don't drink fluoride?
Yeah.
That sounds like some bullshit.
No, I read there's a statistic from a few years back saying that the rise of bottled water was connected with people having like shitty teeth because they aren't getting the fluoride. But anyway, I digress. Go ahead, finish this fucking amazing story.
I didn't drink his shitty fluoride water, and
I'll keep my rotten teeth. Thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
Pull a tooth out.
Anyways, so she gets home and she has another person with her now. It's like her kid, and he's like 20.
I thought you said there wasn't a kid.
Or some dude helped her carry this thing in and then left. Right? So he was probably younger. He was probably 20. I assumed it was his kid. There was no child there. Is what I meant. There was no child running around and shit like fucking like Jesse Pinkman in the crack. God, like that's how that house was. That's how that house was. It was disgusting. I mean, it wasn't that bad. There wasn't cigarettes put out on the couch, but there was definitely cigarettes put out near the couch.
The spooge residence.
Yeah. Yeah, and I ain't no skank. And
but she totally was.
And so she comes home, she brings a fucking 60-inch TV, nice as fuck. It was a Samsung, the nicest thing in the house. More expensive than all of her furniture combined, because I know she got it used, right?
Right.
And if it wasn't used, she fucking used it. And I used it too.
Fucking lounging.
Anyways. So she gets in there, she just puts the box in the living room and then just walks upstairs. So she's gone. So I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll pull this bitch out of the box so I can get the fuck out of here. She doesn't even say anything. She just pulls it in. She's like pissed or something. I don't know. So I get this shit.
That's unbelievable.
So I get this shit. I fucked up the story. There was a TV upstairs, and that's how I ended up upstairs. So there's a TV in the living room, and there was there was a small TV in the bedroom, but it didn't work. That's why. There was no TV in the living room, and there was a small, like 19
And you
inches.
actually couldn't do anything without a working TV.
No.
Because you need to be like on it, setting shit up.
But she said she'd be right back, 15 minutes tops. I'm going to run right down to the Unimart, grab myself a TV.
The Unimart? Gas station? Dude, like... That was already a lie right off the bat. 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
To go buy a TV?
Right.
No fucking way.
Even just like looking at the TVs takes 15 minutes.
Even getting like anywhere in Pittsburgh does not take 15 minutes. I don't give a fuck.
Right. I don't know if there was like some dude on the corner selling TVs or something. I don't know.
I'm not expecting you to have known that in the past, but like, all right, you can already tell. 15 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, okay. So I get that bitch installed and then
she just like put the box TV down.
Her and the random guy dragged the TV, big ass fucking TV box into the living room. She's fucking yeeted it on the floor and then walked into wherever the fuck the dude was.
Did she like put it up
started
on
talking
anything,
to him. She just set it on the floor. I mean, it was a box.
It was just the box. But I'm saying
they dragged it in. She didn't acknowledge me and she left the room.
So you had to open the box.
So I opened
of the
the
TV.
Fucking box.
Like, what the fuck did you put it on?
Don't worry. I don't need help getting a 60-inch fucking Samsung out of a box. I'll do that. Don't worry. That's part of the fucking job.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so I get this TV out there. I get it set up. It's like,
this was already going south.
I know. All right.
Way before
so
this.
that TV's set up fine. I'm like, all right, let me just go bang this shit out upstairs. I just had to get this. I had to get this box set up there. I couldn't set it up because TV didn't fucking work.
I can see your rage at this job like fucking 3 years later.
I'm so annoyed right now thinking about this
it's working.
shit.
Good.
So I'm upstairs in the bedroom, and I think there's a couple other bedrooms. I don't know where they were. And okay, so he's in the shower, right?
Yeah.
And I hear that. Shower. Yeah, it's good time. Direct TV guy here, better time than ever.
Yeah, just get naked.
Right. And she apparently was like looking through his phone while he was in the shower. And it was at that moment that she discovered that he was cheating on her. while DirecTV guy's up in the bedroom finishing the job, right? And they are literally screaming at each other. I hear her like fucking like you fucking son of a bitch. Like, I'm mad. I never heard nothing. He's just like, man, that's bullshit. So he's doing the dude thing. Like, I know nothing about no fucking Carol. That fucking Carol. You can hear like, you fucking son of you know, it's just like
she's beating on the back. Oh, she's hitting
him. He was out of the shower at this point, right? So she goes in the bathroom and he turns off the shower. He's like, what in the hell? You know, fucking. And they just start screaming at each other. Mm-hmm. And I'm in there and I'm like, I have to get them to sign things for me to leave this
you're
job.
You're upstairs and you hear this shit going on.
I have 2 more things to do at this job. First thing is teach them how to use the remote.
Oh, no.
Second thing is to get them to sign that I did a good job.
Right after she finds out he's cheating on her.
I'm done. I've been here 2.5 hours.
Right. You probably already were supposed to be going to work on your next job a while ago.
Right.
But that was blown out of the water when you took forever to get the TV.
Correct. It's now 5:30
Now you're just
in
trying
Pittsburgh.
to get out. Oh, the day's fucked.
Gone.
No
It's
more
5:30
jobs.
in Pittsburgh.
And you only make money when you do jobs.
Only make money when you do jobs. This was my second job of the day because I
You
really
are
fucked
just
up the
trying
first
to-
job. I was a terrible technician.
Well, at first. I'm sure you got better.
I got a little better, but every
Yeah.
day was the
But,
worst.
like-
Every day was the worst day of my life.
Yeah, a little worse than the day before.
Every day I got a little worse.
But so you're just trying to get the fuck out of there with your life.
I'm done. I did it. We got the TV. Done. I made $100, right? Done deal. I got to get this shit
This whole
signed.
thing was only worth $100.
Yeah.
People wonder like why. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, technically it was only 2 hours of my time, but
dude, there is more.
it was about
to it than
13
just the
hours of
time.
mental health.
More than that.
But yeah,
This is 3 years
that was
later.
soul crushing
You're still
work.
upset about this.
I'm
like
so
3 years.
terribly
This was
upset
3
about
years ago,
this.
right?
This was 2016.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
years later, you're still fucking upset about
I'm
this.
already
I can
annoyed.
see.
I'm right there.
Yeah,
I'm
so
right there.
you have to get them to. You have to teach them how to use the remote.
I got to
Like,
make
guys,
sure
please.
because a big part of my job was making sure the customer was happy because they get a call and they fucking interview the customer and then
If it's not good,
I
then
get paid less.
Then you get paid.
They
less.
knock my pay, right? So I have to make sure
It's
these
the worst job
fucking
in the
white
world.
trash piece of shits that are fucking screaming at each other, make sure that they like articulate that their DirecTV technician did a great job.
Good luck.
Right. They have
What'd
to
you
rate
do?
you 5 stars
how
on
did you,
like 5 different categories.
How did you slide?
They're now in the living room. He doesn't have a shirt on. He's got his towel around his robe.
You didn't even get dressed.
Didn't get dressed. She's screaming at him and hitting him, telling him, get the fuck out. She fucking hates him. You're a piece of shit. I hope you burn in hell. Oh, yeah. She's like, I hope you burn in hell. He's like, yeah, I'm going to take your bitch ass with me.
Yeah, but didn't she say she was going to throw shit off the bridge and then herself or something?
So it was pretty ugly. And
I'm going to throw all your shit
I'm
off
going to
the
throw off
bridge.
your shit off the bridge and I'm going to jump right.
off.
I'm gonna jump right with it.
He's probably like, go ahead.
He's like, go on then. Now he's playing the mad dude card. He's mad that she brought this shit up, right? Anyways,
Yeah.
they are literally arguing in the living room.
he did it because he got mad that he got caught.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. They're arguing in the living room and I walk downstairs and I feel like my parents are getting a divorce and like I spilled Kool-Aid in the kitchen or
I
something
don't know
and
if
I
you
gotta
guys are
tell them about
capable
it.
of feeling sympathy awkwardness, but this is the time for it.
So I'm
You feel like-
I'm in the living room.
You're just like,
They're literally screaming. This is when she said, I'm going to throw your shit off the bridge and then jump with it.
and then you're like, hey.
It was moments after that I said, hi guys, hey, I'm done here real quick. Like I'm like pointing at the remote. I just need to make sure you guys know how to use this. I'll get out of the way. Right?
I'll get out of your hair.
I'll get out. I get it. Immediate relief. They like were no longer fighting. He's like, oh yeah, my bad, man. All right, what we got? You know?
What did she do?
She wanted to know how to use the TV remote too. So I sit
Like
down.
all that was really pissing her off, but like she still wants to watch fucking TV though.
Right. It's all she has now. So I'm like, hey guys. I'm like, here guys, sit. So I sit down on the couch. I sit down in the middle, and I'm like, here, sit. And I like tap the. I'm like, right here, right. She sits on this side. He sits on this side. Shit.
You sat down beside.
I sat down on the couch, and I'm like, here, have a seat. Let me show you how this works.
Oh my God,
right?
that's so fun.
And I'm just like taking advantage of being this stimulant, right? And so I'm like, so this is HBO. Boom, boom, boom. You got this. This is pretty awesome, right? I feel like Jesse Pinkman at that.
Yeah,
man, a lot of Breaking Bad references today. I've seen it
every
6
week.
times. I just watched it again.
10. I've watched
You've
it 10.
seen it 10 times.
10 times. Yep.
A lot of Breaking Bad references. If you haven't seen it,
Maybe
fucking watch
11,
it.
but I can't quite remember, so I just go with 10.
Right.
Anyway,
We'll go
go
with
ahead.
10. Anyways, like
I watch it every year.
when Jesse was at dinner with Walt and Sky, and he's just like,
Yeah. So,
Right.
did Walt also tell you about my affair? Yeah.
so
What you did is worse than that, honestly. This is fucked. Well, I guess, never mind. I was just going to do another big Breaking Bad analogy, like, because Walt's like a murderer and he knows it, and it's just like this whole thing.
So I'm showing them how to use the remote, and it appeared to be a very therapeutic moment for everyone, right? Because I also felt better.
Just catharsis.
They felt better, and I can't confirm or deny, but I'm pretty sure they probably lived happily ever after that, because they probably just turned the TV on.
Yep.
Direct TV, power.
The power of TV.
Power of TV. Anyways, so... All right, great. Thank you. I just need you to sign right here. It just says I did my job right and it works and you can see that it works. I can't guarantee the one upstairs works because your TV didn't work.
Right.
If it doesn't, give us a call. We'll come out and fix that for you.
Heck, please
Actually, don't give us a call. Just call me directly, right? And I always give them my card.
Right.
And then never answer their call.
There you go.
And, but anyways, so then I leave. All right. I'm like, fuck. I'm free. And it was just like that feeling when you finally get out of fucking work after a long day. Like I never ever have to think about this day again until I start a podcast 3 years from now. And which is true. I haven't thought about this day since then. So thank you for that. And,
I mean, you had to have told me about it at some point because I
that night I called you on the way home.
Probably was.
So, and because
I think you did call. You were like, dude, I just need to tell someone what happened to me just now.
I get out to my truck. It's 5:30. I have to go through rush hour traffic. I do the GPS. It's an hour and 10 minutes home. Red.
Fucking sitting in traffic.
I drive.
The traffic in Pittsburgh's fucking miserable.
It's
for
just
those of you who
it's
don't.
just one way road. Like it's just a series of roads. That's like it started out with like, all right, we need a road over to Larry's place. All right, we'll just make it right here. And then it's
it was a fucking like 18th century fort built at the point of where three rivers intersect with each other, and there's a very limited amount of space. It's landlocked, and again, it comes to a point. It's a weird shape, and there's just the roads are all one way. There's always construction. Your GPS never knows what's not under construction.
In downtown Pittsburgh, my GPS starts spinning. It's just like I
don't know, bro. You're on your own.
Good luck. Uber next time.
Right. Pittsburgh traffic's fucked.
Get in my truck, drive about 2 miles, get in the middle of traffic. There's only one way out of Pittsburgh towards my house. It's a 4-pit tunnel, right? One way in, one way out.
Mm-hmm.
I get in traffic. I'm fucking locked in now. Locked and loaded. It's just fucking sit there and try not to have piss your pants time.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And then I realize my gas tank is dangerously low on E. I filled my gas tank up before that job.
Oh, somebody siphoned your shit. I completely forgot about that.
So deep in the hood that somebody siphoned my gas.
I do remember you calling me.
I have no idea. I made it like it's like any dude knows. Maybe some girl knows. Anybody knows. Anybody who's really pushed the limits, right? I'm a limit pusher. I'm not going to responsibly stop and get gas when I hit a quarter.
Right. You're supposed to get gas on the way to places, not on the way home. That's the way to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a rule or is that like a dad suggestion?
It's like a rule of thumb. Leave 5 minutes early, which I know is completely off the fucking table for you. Me too, usually, but you're worse at it than me.
How late was that today?
Dude, first of all, I'm going to say, according to per our original appointment, okay, so we like renegotiated. But you showed up probably like 35 or 40 minutes after you said you were going to be here when we renegotiated.
After we renegotiated.
That's a time that you had given me like 15 minutes before that. So,
I was supposed to be here at 9.
Yeah.
And then I said, hey, something came up. And then I'll be there at 10. Yeah. I got here at like 10.
I tried to cancel because I knew something was going to come up. Yeah. I knew it's never just the one fucking thing. Up. It's your job.
Some stuff that comes up.
And I'm
on call.
You're on call.
On call. Mm-hmm. So some shit went down. Anyways, I was born literally 30 minutes late. I just like cannot. Every single day I try to be on time. I try. No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't try to be on time. I just live my life and just show up places 30 minutes late. That's just like literally what I do.
Yeah.
And you're like 10 minutes.
5:10.
5:10. Yeah. I'm like,
I'm a big user of the fucking right when you're supposed to be there.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're late, if you're walking in like at the time, you're fucking late.
I am early. If
everyone else is already like, well, okay, we're here.
Right.
And you're just like, all right, what are we doing?
I plan on arriving at 10 o'clock. Oh, it's at 10. I'll be there at 10 o'clock and I will not leave my house
Meanwhile,
a single minute
I
earlier.
knew we weren't starting at 10 o'clock.
You're like, yeah, we just do it another day. I don't know. I'm like, God damn it. No. But yeah, so that was one half day in the life of a DirecTV.
You didn't even talk about the morning
installer. I didn't talk about the morning job and it was probably just as fucking bad.
Probably.
That right there is the first story was the epitome of that fucking job is you fall through the roof, you're lying on the floor quivering with a back injury and a bleeding leg, and she says her first response is not, "Are you okay? Are you alive? I don't know. You good?"
I mean, you were probably crying a little bit, so she knew you were alive.
Who's going to pay for this?
Her fucking worthless box of picture frames are probably from Walmart. Who's going to pay for that?
Who's going to pay for this? Drywall costs $5, right? How much does drywall cost?
I mean, $10. Depends on it.
It was unpainted.
It depends. Nah, it wasn't even painted.
No, it was fucking in a garage. It wasn't even painted.
Oh, yeah. It just, I don't know.
Anyways,
you could get drywall for a few dollars.
Fuck her.
A sheet
fuck everybody. Yeah.
My head is fucked up because I'm like in the mind of a cable guy now, and I'm thinking about some of the jobs that I had.
What's the worst job you had?
I don't even. The worst. Probably a tie. It's probably like a 5-way tie. The restaurant was pretty. I mean, it was like a better gig than like some of the other shit I had. Like meaning it paid okay, but like
you were a manager, right?
Yeah, I was like running this Japanese restaurant for the owner.
It was Korean owners.
No. Yeah, it was Japanese food, but the owners are Korean. I mean, they were cool people. The owners did right by me, but it's just, the hours were long.
Restaurant hours.
This was fucked because I had to go in at like 10:30 to like open up at 11:30 or at 10:30 or 11.
You'd have to work through the night.
I would have to work there until like 9:30 or 10 at night.
I remember you were going to school at the time too.
I was still in school. Well, when I started it, like, so I was in school and then I was working there while I was in school. I was like waiting tables.
You had to be, you were online school, right?
Partially. I think I think I might have had 1 or 2 classes and then the rest were online the spring semester. And then my final semester of school was in the summer. It was a summer semester. And I was, I think I had wrapped up already, but the previous semester I'd done a management internship at this restaurant because I was like, I already worked there, and I needed like, I was just trying to get a fucking degree. I was trying to get done with school and get out of there. I was already balls deep in the student loan debt, so I got to get a fucking diploma. But yeah, so I kind of like finagled this. I just got him to like sign the papers. I was like, hey, you ever think about doing an internship? Because I needed credits, right? And he was like, what?
What's it mean?
What's it mean? What's an internship? And I'd explain to him. Basically, he realized that it's like free work, and he was pumped about us. Oh yeah, okay. I'll teach you how to manage, motherfucker. Yeah, they were cool to me. I cannot say anything bad about them, but like just the nature of that business itself is completely fucked. Restaurant workers live a hellish existence. It's awful.
I did it. Serve tables for a long time.
But like, and then managing it was like trying to fucking herd cats. You just got all these crazy ass waitresses and waiters. You got all these fucking insane like chefs, and just it's just a whole. Everybody's fucking each other. Everybody's doing drugs, hungover. Fucking, it's insane.
The interesting part about managing servers is you're paying them like $1 to be there.
Yeah, they only work for you in the most loose sense of the word, because they really work for the customer. If you're getting paid $2 an hour by the establishment, but the rest of your pay comes from, so you work for them,
right?
But anyway,
and you want me to? I remember I worked at Outback and I was a server, and they would make like, if there was like a snow day or something where people weren't coming in,
yeah,
like they would like flip the tables over and have us like degum them and shit. Like we did that shit.
Like with fucking
like
a putty knife, like scraping off the gum.
Yeah.
Degum.
Yeah.
You know what I love about those jobs is the jargon. Like the made up words like for that place.
Like what?
Like at the hotel, I used to do banquets and bartend, but not at a hotel, but like the parties, like not like in a restaurant, because there was a restaurant there. This was like a little different. It's a better gig than waiting tables at a
banquet
restaurant.
serving.
Yeah. Less money, but it's a better job. But you make like an actual hourly rate. But anyways, like de-junk, that's a word that we made up. De-junk.
Okay, what's that mean?
It's like where you go in the room and you just like pull out all of the like the debris. Like there was like crates and like shit under the tables and just chairs left over. Like de-junk, clear it out. That was the word. De-junk. I don't know why they couldn't just say clear it out. They said de-junk. Also the Kennywood. Can you Kennywood this room? What do you think that means?
Make it look fun.
Someone said the first time I learned the word Kennywood, make it look fun. Kennywood's like it's a theme park. It's like an amusement park and roller coasters and stuff
in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh, yeah, West Mifflin.
Yeah.
Kennywood. Someone told me to Kennywood the room, and I was like, what does that mean? Like, what's Kennywood? I was like, I don't know, 20 or something. They said, what? You never been to Kennywood? I was like, I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, I've been to fucking Kennywood.
I've been to Kennywood. Like, I still don't see how that's relevant to whatever you're asking me to do. What do you want me to do? You want me to ride this something? Like, I don't understand. It's take a waist height, half length broom with the little half length,
the little midget broom, right?
Yeah, if you want to disparage a group of people.
I'm okay with it.
The little people broom.
Gotcha.
The midget broom. A fucking dustpan on a stick with a short, stubby broom, and you fucking sweep up debris. That's what the guy at Kennywood does. When you see the guy walking around at Kennywood, so they call it the Kennywood. It's a verb, too. You Kennywood. Can you Kennywood? Yeah, that was another one. But if you think about that, like a lot of places you work, there are words that are just made up that won't make any fucking sense anywhere else. Mm-hmm. They're funny. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, I'm so glad I'm not in the fucking restaurant anymore.
The biz.
Just thinking about it. I just got taken away with flashbacks of like the last place I served, that was the last real job I had, was serving tables.
Right.
And it was heavily understaffed in a very popular restaurant.
Right.
We would have like one bartender on a Friday night. So he has a full bar and then makes our drinks too. And like there would be like that. You would put their apps would come out before their beer.
Dude, and anybody who's waited tables knows the pain of that. When the bartender, you don't have a bartender to make
we're
drinks.
short staffed. As soon as it comes up, I'll have it.
I know this drink that you ordered 25 fucking minutes ago.
They got their apps. There's no beer. Like that's
it took less time to cook their fucking like cheese sticks or whatever, and go back to the kitchen and then get them cooked and then bring them back
just
out.
Fucking tap out a beer.
Oh my god, yeah, literally like a draft beer.
But he was that big asshole that wouldn't let you behind the bar, right? One of those fucking like get out of here, get out. You're gonna fuck up my whatever.
Yeah,
fucking asshole bartenders.
I think they're better than the waitresses.
They do
because they make more money.
They do make more money.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I'm really glad I'm not in the restaurant anymore. I'm really glad I'm not installing DirecTV anymore.
When you were describing that setup of like, all right, so like we're short staffed, the bartender, dude, I just started like, God, that job is so fucking stressful, dude. I've done a lot of jobs. Like I said, like I've done door-to-door sales.
A little bit about my brother Matt. First of all, he's a fucking psychopath. Thank you.
Hi.
Second of all, he doesn't like people. Third of all,
I like people.
No, you don't.
I'm just not good at talking with them sometimes.
Okay, so this dude knocks on your fucking door. Hey, how are you?
I didn't have the fucking Jesus hair or anything.
Give him your intro.
Hello, my name's Matt. I work directly for Verizon.
Dude,
and
fuck
I can't remember
you.
The script. I know, right? I know.
I immediately felt uncomfortable.
I was wearing a suit.
Did you look good?
Yeah.
Do you have any pictures?
I looked probably from that time period. I didn't look like that. I probably looked more like Don Draper or something. I had that.
You got any pics?
Greasy hair. Yo, we got some pics.
Greasy hair.
Like pomade.
So you were a fucking Jehovah's Witness for what? Like a cell phone?
No, we were selling Verizon Fios.
Internet and cable. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hello, hi. Would save you some money.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and it is better internet. I wish I had.
I wish I had fiber too.
I can't get it. All I have is Crapcast. Suck a fat dick.
I have the same thing. Yep. Comcast.
Crapcast.
Yep. It's the East Coast version of Cox or Scepter, I think. It's the West Coast. It's cable guy stuff. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So first inaugural Year into Field show.
Year into Field.
We talked about our jobs and each other for about 3.5 hours, it feels like.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
Mostly because I just talked about my fucking job for 30 minutes.
I feel like we worked.
I feel tired.
That's the thing about podcasting is it's draining. Mm-hmm. You work. You got to be like in there.
I got in there. I seriously relived possibly the worst day of my working life.
Really? That was the worst day of your working life?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm not even gonna. I'll save the worst day of my working life for another.
I have many more.
Oh man, I can't even. Yeah, we'll save it for another time. Maybe next week we'll do the worst days of our working life.
Worst day. I'll try and think. I'll try and remember, do some cliff notes, try and get a good story together for you.
It's a toss-up between the Indian wedding and the time I fucking installed this. Anyway.
You told me about that Indian wedding.
Yeah. I'll give you a sneak peek of that. I know we're on our way out. Someone literally put their snot rag in my hand and expected me to just take it. You just kind of like... you just kind of... Speaking of... you kind of like snotted when I...
Snoot.
You snooted. Yeah, some lady put her fucking... she blew her nose in a cloth napkin. A fucking... Not like a throwaway napkin. This is like a piece of linen. And she fucking blows her nose in it right in front of me and then just puts it in my fucking hand.
Did you have your hand out?
I went...
You threw it on the floor?
And dropped it. Yeah.
Did she confront you about that?
No.
Were you making eye contact?
They don't... No. She wasn't making eye contact at all. It was like I was a piece of furniture. Yeah.
Gotcha. Holy fuck.
Fucking snot rag, dude.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it for this week on the Yearn to Feel show. Matt, thanks for coming in and co-hosting. Thanks for...
I came into my own house.
Guesting me into your studio.
Yeah,
thanks for coming to your own place, setting up.
My pleasure.
Next time I expect a cheese and meat plate.
No, dog. It's already sitting in the fridge for tomorrow. So
is it?
Yeah. Come over and be on the other show if you want.
Every time I've guest starred on the Dark Side podcast, Matt's wife has a cheese plate with various meats.
The Dark Side cheese plate. It's a staple.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed I came here tonight and there was no cheese plate. But
it is fucking 1 a.m. But
yeah, well, it was 10:40 when I got here, but
yeah. I mean,
whatever.
Still.
It's never a bad time for meats and cheeses. Never a bad time for me. Yearnville.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be doing this every week. So really looking forward to it. Looking to see what this progresses into. And let's grow together. Okay.
We're going to grow as people. I think we're going to get progressively worse as humans as the show goes on. But
absolutely. I'm cool with it. Every day I get worse.
I'm already a lost cause.
But anyways, my name's Anthony. This is my brother, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
Late.
All
right. Oh, handshake. Shake your motherfucking hand. Late.